Ethan and the Lonely Playground. At recess, Ethan always ran straight to his best friend Jake. The two had been inseparable since kindergarten, and their games of tag or building forts with sticks were legendary on the playground. But as time went by, something began to change. Other kids in Ethan's class started sitting farther away from them during playtime. Some huddled quietly near the swings, while others simply wandered around looking bored. The once lively playground now felt quieter, almost lonely. One day, Mrs. Carter, their kind-hearted teacher, noticed this shift. She observed how Ethan and Jake laughed and played together but rarely invited anyone else to join in. That afternoon, she called Ethan for a quick chat before sending him back outside. "Ethan," Mrs. Carter said gently, "have you noticed how some of your classmates seem to be spending recess alone?" Ethan frowned, thinking about it. He hadn't paid attention, he was too busy having fun with Jake. "I guess so," he admitted, "but me and Jake just like playing together." Mrs. Carter smiled warmly. "There's nothing wrong with enjoying time with your best friend, Ethan, but imagine how much more fun the playground could be if everyone felt included. What do you think might happen if you opened up your games to other kids?" Ethan tilted his head, considering her words. He thought about how excited he got when someone asked him to join a game. Maybe the other kids felt the same way. The next day at recess, Ethan decided to give it a try. As he and Jake started setting up their usual fort-building challenge, Ethan turned to a group of kids sitting nearby. "Hey Mia, do you want to help us build a bridge for our fort?" he called out. Mia looked surprised but quickly grinned and ran over. Soon, another child joined in, then another. Before long, the entire group was working together, laughing and coming up with creative ideas for their fort. Even Jake seemed to enjoy the extra company. As the days passed, Ethan made an effort to include different classmates in their games. Sometimes they played soccer, sometimes they invented wild treasure hunts, and sometimes they just sat under the big oak tree telling silly stories. The playground transformed into a bustling hub of joy and laughter once again. Ethan realized that sharing friendships didn't mean losing his bond with Jake, it actually made it stronger. Together, they discovered new games and learned things about their classmates they never knew before. Best of all, no one felt left out anymore. From then on, the playground wasn't just Ethan and Jake's space, it belonged to everyone. And as Ethan watched his classmates smiling and playing together, he understood what Mrs. Carter had meant. Including others truly did make playtime better for everyone.